So we know we are into the code management information system. So yes, I think almost all of you are working. Anyone? So, with system. So this is not going to be something new to you all, which is very familiar, which you all already know. But here we will be just getting to know maybe kind of the theory side of the system. So you know the practical side. You are already working with the systems and you know that. But yeah, we will be just looking about this theory side related with the concepts, the definitions, and yes, how these systems are getting related with our organization. So just a basic idea we are going to get. So again, because of these information systems, we are not going to go deep into that because we are not into IT. So we are accountants, but yes, just a basic idea about the system we will be needing. So that's what we will be doing. So yes, you could be working big. Okay, yeah, but for me, you all are kids. Could be big kids. Big kids. Sorry, yeah. So maybe big kids, but yeah. So I'm going to treat you as kids. Yeah. So we will be doing activities. You may have to answer. You may have to involve my big kids. You all ready? Good. Yeah. So we will. I think already you may have visited our LMS page. Did you? You all have the access to LMS? So after a semester, you didn't forget your usernames, passwords, right? Vacation again. So you all can log in. Right. So yes, we have some rules to the class. 2 rules. First rule. Did you all have your lunch? Yeah, so that is the first rule. Before coming to the class, definitely you all should have your lunch and come. That's something about me. After you're gonna go on the bag. We are hungry. So first is food. We give priority to food. Next we can have the studies. So yes, make sure you all have your food and come. So as 1 o'clock lecture, I don't think you have an issue. So your early morning lectures finishes at 12. You said 12. You have 1 hour to have your lunch. Enjoy. So yes, that is our first rule. So before coming, you have your lunch. And the second rule is, before coming, you have to check your LMS page. So at least before you come in this doors, check what we have in the LMS. So that is our second rule. So just make sure you are following these 2 rules. Yeah, but definitely you have to follow. Everyone has? And just check the LMS page also. So today, did any of you check your LMS page? Yeah. Okay, so can you check now? Let's see whether you want to have the answer. So those are joining me online too. I'm not sure your time slot, but yes, having your meals before coming to the lectures, or maybe you are having a opportunity. That is the good thing there. Yeah, it's also fine. As long as you are engaging in the lecture, it's okay. You can have a small snack. It's okay. But yes, make sure you are checking the LMS and join.
Okay, madam. Okay, sure.
you put online, whether the entire screen is shared for you, or can you see the PDF now?
Yes, madam, we can see the screen.
Okay, right. Fine. Right, so yes, if you have gone through, you may know the course outline is there. So when you get a free time in your busy schedule, yes, you can just check the course outline so you will get to know what we will be discussing about. So you can go through it. Then yes, we have the session plan. So we MIS for our course, we have been given 10 classes allocated, 30 hours. So 3 hours per week, and we will be having 10 classes, so 30 hours allocated. So I am trying to come up with a plan. So it's easy for you also to know what we will be doing each day and to get a small idea about. And yes, then you can plan your leaves either. Plan it. So much you have attendance requirement to sit for the examination. How much? 80%. Yes. So that means you can take how many leaves? 2 leaves. Make it compulsory name. Two leaves. It's okay now, you can take 2 leaves. For emergency situation. So compulsory magani papita. So try to come to all 10 classes. But it's okay if you need a emergency situation. It's okay, you can take 2 leaves. But yes, so you can plan your leaves, emergency situation leaves. Yes. So from today onwards, yes, we will be moving with the first sessions and little bit where we will be needing to getting to know maybe in our 4th class, we will be discussing about our group presentation. So yes, the assessments. So we know this course also, as usual, most of your other courses, 50% comes from the continuous assessment and the rest of the 50% from your examination. So it's going to be so easy. Out of 50 for the continuous assessment, around 49, 48, you can gain. So this is going to be so easy. Definitely you all will be able to do a good job. So yes, 50 from the continuous assessment. So in this assessment, yes, we will be having a group 1, a group presentation, and we will be adding an individual report also, maybe a small report you have to submit. And yes, we will be going with a Moodle-based activity, maybe a quiz or something, a small one we will do. So mostly this will be the things. I think those things also I have put in the LMS. So what will be our assessments, those things. So yes, groups you already have there. So do you like to change? No. Good. Change your part name and a status. Good. So how many are there in a group? 5 to 6. 5 to 6, around 6 groups. Okay, let's see. So in the 4th week only we will be needing that. You think whether changing is good? Whether same is good? We'll see in the flow how it's going. But yes, in the 4th week we will be discussing about them. And I thought in the 8th week. So that means on like 25th of February. Yeah, much more time. We will be adding up group presentation. So yeah, mark your calendars. Mostly we will be sticking to the plan. So yes, it will be on 8th week, 25th of February, the group presentation. And just mostly on the 10th week, according to the given schedule, maybe on the March 10th live, we will be doing this in class, the individual assignment also. I'm planning to do it in the class itself. Then if we can do it in the class hour, we will discuss, we'll submit, we can finish it off. Simple things we will be doing with the things what we will be needing. And quiz, that may be like a half an hour one, maybe on a night like I will share. So when we all have a free time, we can discuss. Maybe after like 7, 8 classes finished, so we can have the quiz also. Maybe an half an hour one. Maybe at a night time. So we all will be even online. Everyone will be able to do it at the same time. So that also will be how the flow is going on. So yeah, 10 classes. Yeah, we are getting 2 holidays though. So thank you all day and 4 years. Yes, good. So we can enjoy. Yeah. So this will be our plan. Yeah. So again, you can go through them. Have a brief idea of what we will be doing on. So right. So then yes, assessments also I told. And yes, this will be mostly our plan. So don't think this year's theory related subject. Theory, don't think. So this is very practical because systems are not new. Even starting from our learning management system, or maybe we all maybe now having our banking, the mobile banking systems we are working with, or definitely the Facebook we all have. You all have? Yes, or Instagram, or could be TikTok, or a TikTok is another. Thought you were like taking a remote something with the phone in hand. TikTok is why you guys are laughing. Isn't it a creativity skill? Yes. Open කරගන්න TikTok එකක් no wrong in it. Yeah. So yeah, we are working with systems. Or maybe in our organization, definitely we are working with systems. So could be related to your accounting packages or ERP systems, or could be related to the HR systems. Yes, we'll keep working with. So systems are not new to us. Maybe some small keywords, small definitions we may be needing to remember. But if we commonly ask, okay, the benefits of a system, ERP, you can think, can even write. So it's going to be so easy. Yes, it's little theory related, but no need to worry. With the practical knowledge, the day-to-day knowledge, with your creative ideas, narrative, storytelling, writing skills, definitely you can do this subject in a better way. So yes, we will move on with our first lesson for today. So by the way, you know me. You can. Did you come to the inauguration, Sudha? Yeah? No. Yes or no? A small question. Okay, it's okay. I'm Nishantini, lecturer here. And just now you know we have this business analytics degree. Yeah, so I'm the HOD of the business analytics department also. So these IT related subjects, yes, I will be doing. Yeah. So that's me. So yeah, can I quickly get to know you also? I can remember few of the faces, but yeah, sorry, not everyone. Yeah, so just quickly your name.
My name is Diniti.
Diniti, okay? Ruvani. Navi. Jayshan. Dushan. Tatushki. Mayuri. Hindu. Nalinda. Namisha. Gaut. Hatura. Kusa. Udahani. Kutika. Tini. Okay. Harshani. Tanuja. Yes, so can I have the first name who have joined with us in the videos? evening. How's the day? Yes, I'm a Panagoda. Can we have your first name?
You can call me Gayan, miss.
Gayan?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'm so sorry for pronouncing all your names in a wrong way. Gayan, yes, please. Yeah, so it's when it comes to surnames, I'm so lost. And even your names, I think I was able to pronounce your names correctly this time because easy names. Then come the 2 kgs. Oh my god, I can't. It's very hard. I keep pronouncing very wrong names. So there are these Novini, Vinoli. Very hard to me. But yeah, for that. Now we have to change with the names. Yes, right. So, first lesson. Yeah, so by the way, I told a lot, maybe rules and everything. Do you have any rules to me? Anything from your head? So, you want to coordinate? Okay. Okay. So then, if anything, we can coordinate with you too. Yes. Okay, fine. So yeah, Chatura and Mudali, any rules? So far. Yeah, Okay. So, first lesson. Right. So yeah, in our lesson 1, as usual in all lessons, we will be starting with the foundation, so the introduction. So getting to know what these information systems are, the foundations of these information systems, we will be getting to know. So this will be a learning objective. So yeah, we will be getting to know why these information systems are a need in the business world. Organizations, why they are using information systems. So we will be getting to know about that. And the role of these information systems in business, who will be using, why we will be using. So a little bit of that we will be getting to know. And the trend, so what kind of information systems or what types of information systems we are using. So a little bit of this idea we will be getting to know. Right. So to start on, let's refresh your memory. So I think you all can log into the LMS. Yes, right. So can you all log into the LMS? And there's a very small activity. Can you give a try? So you can go through this link too, but yeah, it will be hard for you to type and go. So the same link I have put in the LMS. So just go to the LMS. There's this link. You can just go through it.
You remember that.
So a very small question has been asked, what is data? So what you think data is, you can provide the answer. Data, which is a very well known word by we all. So just give your answer. What you think data is. To your view, from your view, what is data? Right, so we have got 40 answers up to now. What is data? We have got a big answer saying information. But we know there are two words, right? Data and information. So here, data is not going to be equal to information. So we can't say when we are asking what is data, just we may not be able to say information. So yeah, maybe I think most of you have answered that. So that's why it's a little big, but yeah, it's not correct. We can't say data is information. Those are different terms. Then something related, we have combination of information. So again, yeah, we can't add this information word. Collection of information, maybe no. Input information system. So this could be, yeah. So data is going to be an input to the system. So yeah, that we can think like collection of facts. Definitely that could be environment. Data is environment. Okay. Yeah, so information we contact. Oh, I think we have an example of data. Shakura. Yeah, definitely. So I think Uday has given us the example. Correct. So no economic. So data. Definitely the name is the data. So yes, Chakura, it's the data for us. Definitely correct. Yeah. Then raw facts, yeah, those are correct. So raw facts and figure, unprocessed information. Yes, this could be correct. So when we say unprocessed information, that is correct. But directly we may not be able to say data is information. But I think we have got an exact correct answer. Raw fact. So data is going to be a raw fact. So just like we have got the example, Chatura. So the name. So yeah, using just if we get the data Chatura, using that can we do anything? No, it's just a raw fact. So here in the class we know Chatura is here. But if we just go out and shout Chatura, Chatura, what will happen? There's no any meaning also. Or maybe Sri Lankan context, we may be knowing Chatura is and some boy's name. We will be knowing. But maybe for a foreign country, if we go and say Chatura, they may be thinking what? Whether this is a vehicle's name, whether this is a vegetable's name. Because why? Just the data, just the name itself, for us it's name, but for someone it's just the data itself, the word, no any meaning. So yes, that is just a raw fact. So yes, that is going to be the data, correct. So yes, can you try another small question is there? So yes, now we are going to the second word. Information. What is information? Around 14 responses we have got related to information. Yes, so maybe here we are getting exactly so as now we know what is data. Yeah, so information mostly we have got the correct answer. We have the big one. Yes, the process data. So definitely the correct answer. So once we just collecting the data, it's just some raw facts. It's going to be the data. But when we are processing it, doing some changes to it, maybe just ordering them, organizing them, doing analysis, then we will be receiving the information. So yes, correct. So process data will be correct exactly, but just a collection of data also we can't say. So just when we collect the data and keep, it's not going to be an information. So all your names we may be collecting and keeping. That may not be information still. We may have to do something. We may have to organize or process it. Then only it's going to be into information. So collection of data may not be that much correct. Facts to provide or learn. Yeah, so again, the collection of data may not be. Context for end user, that could be correct. Yeah, so the end user, they will be using the information, so that is correct. Conversion of data, okay, maybe converting. Combination, so yeah, again, just collecting may not be correct. Meaningful, so yes, that is a feature of the information. So the information will be meaningful, essential, understandable, useful context. So we have an example here too. I didn't know the name. It's okay, so that is, so we know now, Kalash is not as information, that is data. So yeah, so maybe not relatable here. Yeah, so other essential facts, meaningful one, data which has been converted. So yeah, those words are exactly correct. So yes, in two terms or maybe two words, if we need to explain what is data and what is information, just we can say data will be the raw fact. And what is information? Process data is going to be the information. So yes, exactly correct. The data and information. So yes, you all have the idea of it. Come out from So yes, so working with systems, yes, we know, as we have found out, the data is going to be the input. So yes, we give the data as input to the system. Then the system is going to do the processing part and we are going to generate the information. So that's what these information systems are going to do. And that's what we are going to learn. So that's why we are starting with data and information. So as now you all have found out, here's the raw fact. It could be about a physical phenomena, so just like the name, or even a business transaction. So how many quantities, what is the rupee amount we have sold. So it could be either. When it comes to information, this just collected data, when we are converting them, when we are putting them into a meaningful context, that is going to be the information. So just having the sales data, maybe the sales representatives, the sales person's name, or maybe the quantity is separating data. But now we are going to put them together. Okay, salesperson A, how much he have performed. Search person B, how much they have performed. So now, and maybe we are going to put them in an order, in an ascending order or descending order, the highest to the lowest. So now it's information. So maybe year end or maybe March, April, when they are going to give us bonus. So we will receive bonus on December. It was not a good question to ask. Okay, right. So when they are giving or maybe considering this performance, what they are doing, so now they take the decision or maybe to give the increment. So now they use the information. Separately, yes, the salespersons we have, separate the sales we have, but no any use of the fee. But now when we are simple terms, when we are going to put them together and find who have done the best or what is the level, whether they have completed the target, how many percentage. So now depending on that, it's meaningful and it's useful. We can use that to take some decisions. So using the information, yes, we are going to take the decision. And the systems, what they are going to do, they will be generating us this information. So we have to give the data, then all the processes the systems is doing, and we will be getting the information. So as professionals or as managers, we have to just take the information based on the given information. So that is this data and information. Then what is the system itself? So information system. So from there, the data and information will go. So when we are considering as a system, So yes, when we say systems now, we always think about the software. LMS, ERP, QB, Sage, we are thinking that. So yes, those are systems. But in simple terms, when we are considering a system, even a physical thing could be a system. So even campus, we can consider it as a system, or a hospital, or even just a retail shop, or maybe a Pizza Hut. It could be a system. So how they are being systems? Even with our software, how they are being systems, they should be having these features. So yeah, what will be the features? There should be components. So let's assume SAT. So we are going to consider as a SAT. So what are the components we have in SAT? Or maybe the divisions, the departments. So have you gone from the 4th floor to the ground floor in SAT? Do you know everything? All the areas? Yes? 4th floor? Yeah, just like that. You are where? Okay, so then you know about SAT. Then tell me, what are the components you have seen? I mean, what are the divisions, departments, if you put like that? Examinations, important, yeah. Student registration, marketing, administration, finance, IT, registrar. Registrar කියලා director අමතක වෙන්න එපා පුතේ. Director. Anything else?
Cashier.
Cashier, yes. Finance, oh yes, we can say cashiers. Canteen, is that functioning? Yeah, so I'm not sure. It was functioning today. Okay, good. Yeah. Then, yes, the security, yes. Belanda apa matak berani? Ekak matak punya kan? Cleaning, yes, everything is cleaning. Cleaning mana kan matak punya? Yeah, the academy division. So sad, huh? Canteen matak punya. Matak kera. Yes, so the academic division, different components, yes, yes. And the important thing is these components are interrelated, they are connected. So yes, maybe so we all the students, maybe we are starting from the marketing division. But from the marketing, you are getting connected with the student registration at the same time with the academy and maybe with the registrar, director for several purposes and maybe with the finance, then the examination and the meantime the IT, even the other all the supporting staff. Yes, we are connected together. We are different divisions, components, but we are interrelated with each other. And we may be having a clear boundary. So that campus, we have a boundary. So we are offering our services only to SAB students. So you all are SAB students, so we are offering the service. So if a SLIT student comes and sit here, whether we are going to allow him or her? No, security show me the ID or who you are, where you are coming from. She's going to send him over home. So yes, we have a boundary. Maybe with different departments, we are working together. Still, inside or with the clear boundary, we know what we are doing, for whom, where we will be doing that. And the important thing is we work together. So yes, the marketing division is doing the marketing promotions and the students are coming to the marketing division. If they are not giving the list to the student registration, if they are not sending it off, what is going to happen? The student registration may not know it. We have students to schedule the needful lecture. Or maybe the student registration or the administrative student affairs division After they maybe put the schedule and everything, if they are not sending it to the academic division, what will happen? You may come and sit here, but we will be happily at home. Maybe not coming here because we do not know. But yeah, it's not happening. We are working together. They send us the information or they get the input from us, they send the output. So we are working together, all the components in a system. Why we are working together? In order to achieve some common objectives. So in a system, there are no any individual objectives. Yeah, personally we may be having, but commonly we have the objective. So what is your objective here? Or maybe why you are here, why you joined SAP. What is your aim, what you expect? Yes, to gain academic qualification. Yeah. Any other objectives? Yeah. So yes, we all are here. Yeah. In order to complete our degree successfully and to gain the academic qualification. So our aim, so maybe it could be from your end, but even from our end, we are also working to that only to provide you an academic qualification. So after 3 years or maybe around 1.5, 2 years, you will be leaving. So we are also not going to keep you after that. 2 years, the maximum Can be the special also with the general. Do the special or with the general. Okay. So we are doing special.
3 years.
So you want maybe 3. Come on, say So yeah, around in 3 years. Yeah, around in 3 years. Yeah. So you all also need to complete and gain your academic qualification. We also need to repeat maybe na kauru tinna. So yeah, aim pass So did you get your results? No. Or have you got any results? No. Just that for the exam. How was the exam? Good. Right. So there is our aim is also to make sure to give you the needful knowledge or the needful all the requirements and make sure you are getting your academic qualification. So we are not also not going to keep you after the 3 years or maybe the 2.5 years. We are also not going to keep you. We are also going to change you off. We are also setting you off. You also will be going off. So yes, that is a common objective. For that only you will or maybe starting from everyone at SAM is working together in order to achieve this common objective. So while in this process, in the system, what we will be doing, we are accepting the inputs, we are producing the output. So to SAM, yeah, the students are going to be the input, so they may be coming as students and they will be leaving or the output will be this academic qualified or the graduate, we can say, will be the output. So that is happening in the SAP or maybe in the system, getting the input and producing the output. So in this order or maybe in this process, changing the input into output, that is an organized transformation process. So they need to go through a process. Just the input comes the first day. Second day, it's not going to turn into an output. So it goes through an organized process. And that is organized process. Third year subjects. So yes, we have level by level, we have to move forward. And even in each level or in each section or in each semester also what's happening, the required amount of subjects we have to cover. In each subject also it's not easy. Yeah, we have to come to the lectures, even it's a 1 p.m. lecture after lunch. Yeah, tired, sleepy, can't help. We have to come and sit for 80%. Yeah, so we have to be here and we have to learn also. Attendance විතරක් නෙමෙයි assignments කියනවා group assignment කියනවා individual කියනවා online quiz කියනවා then just the final exams examination is there. So yes, there is a process. But why this process is happening? In order to make sure the input is being converted into the needful or maybe to the accepted output. Or else what will happen? We may not be able to produce our output. So that is the system. It could be yours, as that we discussed, or your working places, or it could be even a Pizza Hut. So they are also your system. Or it could be our ERP system or our accounting system. They all, if we clearly or if we look into them, they may be having this feature. There are different components, and they may be having a clear boundary, and they are working together in order to achieve common set of objectives while accepting the inputs and producing outputs. Meantime, these inputs will be going through an processed and organized process. So if you see these features anywhere, that we can consider as a system. So yes, while we are discussing, we may have found out there are some basic functions. So yes, the input is there, where we will be giving, or the system is capturing the raw material or the raw facts, the elements which are going to be entered to the system. So yes, the input. Processing happens. So that means converting this input into the output. So that could be in different ways, maybe just starting from physical processes, or if you are talking about the system, all these analyses, the methodologies, all those things may happen. So we are converting the input into the output, and here we have at the end the output. So that is our ultimate goal, or what we have achieved. So in a system, yes, these are the basic input, process, output. But these three are alone not enough. If a system needs to run in a successful way, we will be needing two more basic functions too. So yes, we will be needing feedback. So by the way, at your first semester, we collect feedback from you. Feedback form එකක් දුන්නේ නැද්ද ඊළඟ එකේ? Okay, so usually we are doing, we could have been missed. Announcement in the LMS, you have this announcement area, right? Yeah, was moving. Around when you were first classes finished, first semester? December. November. November finished and December you had exams. දැන් මට මතකයිද feedback එකක් කිව්වොත් දෙන්න පුළුවන් වේද? Or did you done and dusted everything? First semester finished. මතකත් නැහැ subjects කවුද lecturers කියලා. මතකද lecturers කවුද? Is there sending to that? I think Dani, what to Dani? And Chatura, coordinator. Yeah, so I think it's better. It's okay. We'll stop, pause for a little, and if you could do it now, it's better. And some after take a factor, I mean, from the student registration, Miss Ganesha is the one who's tracking, but we need it. Shaggy, everyone can mark the lecturers, yeah. So Shaggy, quickly give your feedback. So in the LMS, we have data. So please go to the LMS. In the announcement, I think we have the student feedback. Jayshan, give you Jayshan, right? Give the feedback. Feedback also. Oh, well, big kids or not the small kids one here. So It's working, right? The link? Without the link is working? Yeah. So you have to select the subject and the particular lecturer. And then there's a set of questions. Just 1 to 5 you have to answer. And the same link, after you submit, you can resubmit another response. So again, select the next lecturer, next subject, and submit. So maybe around 5-10 minutes, try to spend and give your feedback, please. So you all are providing a collective feedback. Start karala, decide karala. It's okay in either way. Give your feedback. Yes, gave you feedback. So yes, I think all of you gave that. Done. Actually, yes. While doing, I will go through this. Yeah, so now you can see feedback. So yes, we have asked, but we are not given about the system. System So yeah, the performance of the system is going to be the feedback. So yeah, even in exam, just the lecture. So yes, at the end of the semester, we are collecting the feedback. Because why? We should be know with the performance. So it could be the person, the facilities. So overall, we should be getting to know the feedback. So it could be either even in an information system. Yes, we will be collecting the feedback, the performance of the system. Fine. So once we collect this feedback, what we have to do? Yes, definitely we have to look into that. And the main important thing is, after looking into the feedback, we can take the decision, or maybe we will be getting to know whether we are going in the correct path. So if you are going in the correct path, if you are going in the way to achieve our objectives, no any issues there. But if we are deviated, maybe if you are going in a wrong direction, then we have to control our system. So that is important. So that's why in order to control our system, to make sure we are going in the correct path, we should be knowing now what is happening in the system. So that's why we are getting the feedback and then looking into the feedback, we will be controlling. So when we say control, yes, it may be monitoring the feedback. Like kata vela feedbacks dunnna. Are they honest feedbacks? Yes. Yeah. Oh, next time sometimes after how I can what we will do. We will have to remind now we will our canteen නැති lecturer කෙනෙක් ගොඩාක් feedback දෙනවා වගේ training ශබ්ද නේද? Yes. So it can't be because you like or don't like the lecturer, the person. So it's different story. So you can't see the person there. You have to see maybe the lecturer. So don't put the personal things here, Chatura. So that's why we monitor and evaluate. We evaluate and see. Okay, maybe whether everyone. So if only one person says everything is 0, 0, 0, then where's the wrong there? With the lecturer or with the feedback person, the person who will give. Yeah, so if only one person is saying 0, 0, all the others are given 4, 5. Then we don't know Chatura wage kawara. Personal agenda is not Chatura. So then we are monitoring, evaluating, and it's exceptional case. We then ignore it here. So that's why that is also there. Feedback is correct here. We have to monitor them and evaluate and see them. Then depending on that, now we know whether we are going in the correct path or whether we are going in a wrong way. And accordingly, we can do the adjustments to the system. So that's what we are referring as controlling the system. So these adjustments could be to the input sometimes. So maybe we have done a sales, a new product we have introduced. But now we are seeing the sales has gone down. Or as expected, we have not got the sales up. So we are finding what is the reason. So we are collecting the feedback and finding out what the issue is. So maybe the reason with the input, the raw materials, those are very cheap quality ones, so not quality ones. So that could be the reason, even though we did the marketing and everything very well, still the product didn't perform well. So then yes, we are finding and maybe changing the input. Or could be the process. There are some defects or maybe there are errors in the process itself. Then we have identified them, okay, in this particular manufacturing process, we have made a mistake and error, and we will be adjusting, correcting them. So it could be to the input, we may have to do the control or adjust, or maybe in the process we will be doing, and overall we will be ensuring through controlling, we are getting the final product or the ultimate goal we are achieving. So your system with input, process, output, feedback, and control is also very much important. Then only we can make sure the success of a system. Or else we may be just running the system, but we may not achieving our goal. So yeah, these 5 are going to be the basic functions in a system. So all these what we have discussed, yes, we have put into a diagram, the system diagram. So we can see, so this is a hypothetical example of just a manufacturing company. So yes, we have the inputs, then the different various processes, and the outputs are there. And with that, the feedback is being received. So yeah, here we are saying we are using system to get the feedback. And mainly the controlling part will be happening from the manufacturer. So they are controlling. So yes, the inside box is the system, or maybe it's the organization based on this. Then in the outside, we have few people, or maybe some others are there. So who are they? The competitors, customers, suppliers, financial institutes. So how do we call them? For a system, who are those people? Or maybe for an organization, who are they? Do we have a common name to them? Stakeholders. So the parties who are interested in the organization, yes, we are calling them stakeholders. So for an organization, or even for the systems, there could be these related parties who are the stakeholders. So yes, some examples, even the community, the society is looking into us, what we are doing, whether we are doing a good post or a negative post, so they are even looking into us, or could be from the government agencies. කොතනද කොහොමද ටැක්ස් එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. So yeah, the organization, two system stakeholders are there, and even the labor unions, so stockholders, or maybe the shareholders, and even the competitors, the customers. So everyone will be there in a system. So what we have discussed up to now, the system with these input, process, output, and feedback control. Yes, we can summarize it into this system diagram. So yes, these are systems. So there are some special features for this system. So we say, yes, a system, they have a clear boundary. We told, yeah, it's correct. But still, a system could not exist alone, individually, or maybe in a vacuum. So that means alone, a system can't survive. Definitely, the systems are in an environment. So no any system is alone working on. Yes, we may be working around our boundary, inside our boundary, but still we are in an environment. So yes, if we say that campus, yes, we are inside, we have a boundary, yes, but still there are other stakeholders, so we are in that environment. So maybe even simply, we may be needing the transportation system in order to come here. So yes, we are in that environment. Or maybe the financial institutes, the banks are there, or even other suppliers, so everyone is there. So we are not alone functioning, and we can't alone function also. We may be having the boundary, but still we are in an environment. So all the systems are in this environment. So when we are in an environment, what we will be doing, we may be sharing the same environment, or maybe some systems will be shared by different other people. So if we get a bag, so yes, sad we have our account in Sampan bag, right? So yes. So whether only that's the account is a Sampan bag? No, various other organizations, various other systems, or even individuals, they are also using the same environment or the same system they are also using. So that's how we survive. The systems are surviving in an environment. So we can't work alone. We are in an environment, and we will be sharing our environment or sharing some systems, our boundaries. Sometimes we are sharing with each other in order to work together, or in order to do our processes. Then there are two systems. We are calling them as subsystem and adaptive system. So what do we call as a subsystem? So yes, we are a system, but for a bigger system, we may be a component. Alone also we are a system, but for another big system, we may be a component. So Sam, what do you think? Are we a subsystem, or maybe we are a big system? Can we consider ourselves as a subsystem? Why do you think so? Definitely, yeah. So Sam, alone we are a system, we are functioning, we are running. But in the bigger way, what we see from Sri Lanka, for there we are a component. So just like the CADR students, or maybe the tax school, the business school, the milk, IT training, and everything, the degree school is also there. SAP campus is also there. So for Sri Lanka, we are a component. But alone, we are also the system. So you state is that we can consider as a subsystem. Then the other one is adaptive systems. Some systems we call they are adaptive. Why? We know about the environment. The environment is always changing. So that's not going to be the same. Maybe our groups could be same from the first semester to the last semester in the Puta. But yeah, the environment is not going to be same. It keeps changing. So about the external environment, have you learned? Yes, in your management fundamentals. About Pestle, did you learn about this political, technology, economical, social, legal? So yes, this environment definitely keeps changing. And in a country like Sri Lanka, keeps changing. Now the way and laban how the president here. So what will happen here yeah. So now tika kapi in one stage, but yeah, there was a season. We were not knowing what's happening. It was keep changing, but still we have. So we do not know what will happen to the economy, the prices. So what is the dollar rate today? Now it has gone down a little. So it can make up. 326 around. Okay. 22 today. 322. So comparing to yesterday, today is up or down. So we need information. So just say 322 is data. So maybe yesterday increased. Decreased. April වෙනකන් decrease වෙලා වගේ මේක election එකක් එනවා කියනවා don't yeah. We leave them. ඒ ගැන කතා කරන්න එපා. Yeah, so we talk about system. So yes, adaptive system. So the environment changing. Change වුණාම subject එකක් change වෙගෙන යනවා. Yeah. So yeah, really, so we can see changes happen, but the system need to survive. So because the environment got changed, because the things are getting changed, we can't say we will stay in the same way. If you are going to say like that, we may not be able to survive. We should be able to get adaptive, or we should be able to get changed according to the changes happening in the environment. Then only we can survive and we will be able to be successful. So yes, Sam, do you think we are an adaptive system? Do you have any examples to say, yes, this change happened and SAP changed themselves like this? Or no, the changes happened, but still SAP didn't change. So we are not adaptive and cannot follow. Okay, so maybe we can consider even the having this hybrid move. So yeah, maybe unfortunately, local students you have to come. But here, usual way we have the physical classes. But yes, we got to know some changes, or maybe there are different requirements. So what we have done, maybe we have got adapted, or maybe we have changed a little bit the procedures how we are doing the lecture. So now we are going in the hybrid. Or maybe in these COVID reason, the lockdown. So what happened? Not only the international students, even the local students, everyone we ran online lectures. Okay, online lectures. What is your comment on it? Physical classes are good. Yeah. Right. So, yeah. So with this COVID and even after this fuel issue, fuel and just like 1, 2, 3 months, but the COVID around 1 year, 1.5 years, like the full lockdown, and especially after even we came, but we couldn't gather students because large amount of students we could not gather. So yeah, for a time period we also were happily at home, working from home, doing online classes. But I'm not the online, why I say Amaru, it's a 24/7 වැඩ ගන්නවා. මේ ආවනම් අපි තියෙනවානේ 8 to 5, 8:30 to 5 p.m. ඊට පස්සේ okay, maybe we will be doing some stuff, but almost we have a limit. Always saying come to Teams meeting. එමුනේ නැද්ද ඔයාලගේ in your organization? Oh, it was good. You also did work from home. How was that experience? But yeah, one good thing is there we can stay at home. They will have 8:30 lectures now. 8:15 every time at yeah, so that good things also there. But yeah, both they so either even the physical classes have the pros and cons. Same the online also. But here we change. So even the MS Teams and everything. So now we are familiar a little bit. Now we know. But in that time, it was new to us too. We also was learning how to share the screen, how to do the things, and even with that, these are the different. So these online activities and everything. On that time, Monday, we also got used to. Okay, how we can do these things in the classes. So yes, we also got adapted. And yes, again, what happened? Everything became normal. So again, we got adjusted or again we adapted. And yes, we have came to this. Again, the physical mode lectures we have came out with. So yes, we can consider SAD also in that point of view. I'm not sure about all the points whether we are adaptive, but yes, in that point of view, yes, definitely we can consider as an example we are adaptive. So yes, the changes happen in the environment, and we also got change accordingly. And that is needed. So the system could or could not be a subsystem. So that is a different story. But if we are in this ongoing dynamic environment, changing environment, definitely we should be able to get active. Right. So these are about the system. So still we have not, little by little, we are moving forward for our management information system. So we talked about the information data, and now we are talking about the system. And we are coming to the information system. So an information system, what it will be doing? Yes, we give the data as the input, data process happens, and the output is going to be information. So these given information systems, are these softwares? Smoking signals from the early days. The software. Or maybe a card catalog and library. So are you all members of library? Are you using library? Library here, they are promoting the library. We also promote Srilanka as a library because for SAP students also, I mean, not you guys, even the normal SAP students, they also can use the Srilanka library. They have given the access because we are the system of them. But yeah, pay students who get my using library. Okay, maybe in your school days or in your hometown, maybe you may have gone for school days where again kata pote me kiyawan nanti. There's no time to read, but it was leisure time activity. Do the leisure is also a leisure time. Not like that. You read it. Those days, we had advantages. Mama become old. Like that, those cards. In school days. Okay. So you are going to library. To library. So you have given a card. Library card. So you see that card. Right. So yeah. Then maybe the day planners or file folders or even the accounting ledger. So we are not talking about the system yet. The ledger books and those things. So these are not computer systems, but we are referring them as information system. Why? Here too, what we are doing, we provide the data and maybe some sort of process we are doing, and we are generating information. So maybe a library catalog, the card. So what happens when we are borrowing a book? Yes, they enter the data there. So is the member, the number, the name, what is the book, and when we are borrowed, when is the due date? So some data they enter actually. Then when we are going to return it back, they are taking that back again and they are checking, they do a small process there. Whether we are late, whether the deadline, the due is late, or maybe how many days, maybe 2-3 days, and maybe 5 rupees, 10 rupees. But yeah, they are doing a small process and they find out, okay, 30 rupees fine is there. So they generate an information there, and depending on that, they are taking the decision, okay, whether we have to get the fine, or whether we are going to allow to return the books or 2 books maximum they can take. So all those things we are doing there. So yes, maybe in a very simple term, but it's also a system. Data is there, we do some kind of a process and we are generating information, and maybe even a day plan. So when I say, okay, next week we have a online quiz, then what you will do, you will quickly check your day planner. Maybe already you may having data, so you may say, no, we already have another assignment, we have another quizzes there, so this one can be postponed. Oh, Nathan, I'm having a wedding, I'm having a party, so I may not be coming, so can be postponed. So likewise, yes, you just check your day planner, some data is there, you do a small process, and you come with a decision whether yes or no, maybe what we can do into. So that, yes, it's a system. Oh, your ledger books. So yeah, then I'm maybe not using, but still in the class, any kind of ledger book එකක් නෙමෙයි. හැබැයි අමාරු කරලා ඔයගන්ට කියනවානේ කරන්න කියලා manual in the calculations. Why is that? So in your organizations you work manually or with system? But in the class you manually learn them. Okay. And you question why here? Data. Dynamic කියලා දෙන්නේ අපේ සිස්ටම් වලනේ වැඩ. This is so good. Sufficient calculator. Next. Actually, now what again? Damini. Yes, Damini. No. So, what accounting lectures you have this term, in this semester? Accounting of what subject you have? Accounting related what subject you have in this semester? Financial reporting. Who is doing? Internal lecturers කවුරුයි නම් ආන්න කියන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඩිටේල්ස් දෙන්න ගන්න එපා. Internal lecturers financial reporting what are the subjects? So Dr. Anuradha, Dr. Aruna.
You find it important?
4 subjects. Okay. Already internal lecture getting half a දවසක accounting මොනවාරි කියලා දෙන්න. You ask from external lecturers then that's not good, man. Dilshan, so I'm not sure whether it could come. Dilshan is there or maybe Isuri is there. Okay. And I love to give it. We are working with systems now. But just as Puthala correctly told, we should be knowing the basics. That's for me. I also can go and learn and work in an accounting system definitely. Make a meet my input done, maybe button sticker press karane ki what I also will be coming with a report. But it's like a magic to me because I do not know what the background, why it is happening. Anika magic එකක් වගේ තමයි මට තියෙන්නේ. But you guys know what is happening there. Or to interpret that, you guys know. So that's why here, maybe we are working with systems, but definitely the basics we should be knowing. Or maybe let's tell you the server went down, the system is down. Then maybe even a small thing to do, you should be knowing. So yeah, definitely you should be knowing the background. Okay, come on, internal lecture again. How to do it? We are on the මොකක්ද කියලා. හරිද පුතා? Dilshan sir and Isuri. Then now මාළා. Oh, නැත්නම් මේ පාරේ යනකොට දැක්කද you know them? Dilshan and Isuri? Yes. ඔයාලට එතකොට එකේ lecturers ලාව දන්නවද? ලැබ් එකේ canteen එක දන්නවා. cleaning staff දන්නවා. security එක දන්නවා. So by the way, recently we had a Christmas party. Recently means in December. Were you all invited? Did you all come? Why? Why didn't you come to the Christmas party? Dani, why didn't you inform your friend? Did you inform? In the group, then that means everyone. Then why Chandra? Why didn't you come? When yes, when you were poetry. So when was the Christmas party? 23rd, yeah. So 23rd, you were at home. Okay. Big bunny. Right. So now in the January, we are planning for the cricket match. Still, the approvals are going on. So maybe on end of January or maybe in the beginning of February, we will be having the cricket match. So when you all will be coming? Yes. So I need the answer only yes. No, not accepted. Coming to the cricket match?
Yes.
So come later maybe. So you are the exception that's 16D. Yeah. You are 17B exception. 16D also we have an exception batch. They even came to the Christmas party. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන් එකතු වෙලා කොහේ හරි ට්‍රිප් එකක් ගියාද? Mary sent us I will keep asking how you were planning going on. Okay, I know you may be having work commitments, family commitments, yes, but enjoy this life also, neda. Enjoy, or else it will be bored and tired. Either weather, so yeah, as much as possible, maybe for the small events, participate as a group, as a team, and just plan the trip and make sure you are going on it. Make all the moment and see how they are going to do it. It's long, yeah. But these days everyone is talking about going see father. Okay, any at least a one day or maybe at least for a meal, at least for a brunch, breakfast or lunch at least they plan and I'll get together. And definitely to the cricket. What's your name?
Navi.
Navi. Yeah. So Navi, I will keep watching. Yeah, so make sure you are bringing everyone to the team. So I think there will be 2 women, female players in a team. So Dani, yes, is Dani? Or maybe there could be other players, definitely. So make sure you are participating. So still the data are not fixed, but yes, Jayashma. So just make sure you are participating. So then OL is really going to be hard to compete. It's hard. So as much as possible, we enjoy also, right? So accounting ledgers we were talking, yeah. So even in a manual way, when we are doing, it is also an information system. So these all could be information system. So always it's not, when we are saying information system IS, it's not always going to be a computer system. Even in a manual way or in a physical way, if we are generating information, those we can consider as information system. But since we know our aim is not going to look into these manual information systems, we will be discussing about computer-based information system. So when we say computer-based information system, yes, what's going to happen there? Yes, it's going to be a combination of people. So definitely the people who are developing the system and the end user, me and you, who will be using the system. And here's the hardware and the software. So yes, the system itself, the software, with that the needful hardware. So it could be the server or even the relatable, the needful input-output devices, all these hardwares together, and the network. So if a system is there, if we need to share the system and if we all need to use it together, then just the networks are going to be important. And the data resource and other policies and procedures also together. So just the combination of these people, hardware, software, data, network, and using this system, if you are able to store and keep the data, then retrieve the data and access them and to process them and to generate information. And again, maybe the information, if we can store and keep, then just we can consider it as an computer-based information system. So in simple terms, if you are using a computer to develop or to generate information, we are referring it as computer-based information system. So hereafter, we will be talking about, we will be talking about the computer-based information system. So maybe we are just referring as IS, information system, but yeah, we will be keep discussing about the computer-based information system. Right. So usually you get a break or no? Yes. Okay then. Maybe a 15 minutes break. Yeah, lecture guys. Okay, 15 to 20. Okay. So yeah, we'll meet then after the small.
Can I make a thing? Can I make a thing? I did say it on.
So we were discussing about the information system. So got to know what is this data information, then what is system, and we move into information system. So from there, now we have started to discuss about computer-based information system. So where a system will be getting the support of the hardware or software or maybe the computer in order to do its process and to generate the information. So here after yes, we may be just referring as information systems, but we are going to discuss about computer-based information systems. Right. So why? What is unique to the organizations to use these information systems? So IS or IT, why these organizations are needed? So yes, we know with the system, we will be able to enhance the work group collaboration. So now we are able to use one system, everyone in the region or maybe with the entire organization. So now collaboratively or to share the information, we are able to do so. So all the divisions or all the departments also now linked maybe with this one system. So if you are in an ERP, yes, the finance division is also linked with that. Or maybe the marketing, or could be the HR, or even the other different divisions which we have, all will be accessing and using the same system. So maybe the approvals, those things will be able to easily be shared, or we will be able to, with less time, we are able to do our process. So yes, the collaboration between the work group, between the organizations will be enhanced rather than we going with the manual, but if we are going with an information system. And we know the steps are going to generate us information. So there will be timely information, accurate information, and yes, in a easiest way, we will be able to easily generate this information. So those will be supporting us on the decision making. So in this managerial level or even in the other all the levels, when it comes to decision, we need information. So fact-based decision. So depending on the fact or the information, we have to take the decision. So in order to do that, yeah, easily we will be having the needful information in the needful, correct, exact time. So that's going to be easy. Sometimes even to expand our business to grow, we may be using this system. So one of the good example could be moving with this e-commerce system. So we very well know the traditional way we be at a shop or the company in a physical. But now with this e-commerce or with this e-business, we have expanded our business. Or maybe our sales, we have expanded. So even in that way also we can consider systems help us to expand or to grow in our business field or maybe in our industry. So that also could be. And so now all the processes, maybe yes, we are doing it through an automated way. So with the support of systems, so the efficiency and the effectiveness will be increased in our processes. So this manual or maybe this careless errors or the because of the evening time, tired, eyeing the errors, sleeping the errors, hungry the errors. Yes, refreshed. Okay, yeah. So, but yes, we know if I'm going to do manually, we are all are human beings, so it's going to be hard. But with the system, no any defects or errors will be very less. So some we may not be able to say zero errors, but it will be very minimal. So yes, the process efficiency and the effectiveness also will be increased. So that is also a good thing. And so nowadays, without a system, running a business may not be possible. Or now it has become kind of a necessity or kind of a very important resource to the organizations if we need to compete and if we need to gain a competitive advantage. Or we can just do the process and go on. But if we need something more, then yes, definitely the support of systems will be needed. So yeah, these would be some reasons or some kind of relevant benefits why organizations are using this information system. So information systems, yes, organizations are using, but who are using them? Whether only the managerial level people or whether only these operational level people who are using information system or the role of an information system in the organization. So we know in organizations there are these three levels of employees. So there will be this managerial or the top level, middle level, and the low or maybe the operational level employees are there. So these systems are for everyone. Not only for the top or not only for the middle or not only for the lowest, but it's for everyone. According to their needs, according to their different processes, they may be sometimes using the same system or even different systems they can use, but systems are for everyone in an organization. So if we take the lowest level or maybe the operational level, yes, maybe in order to run their day-to-day operations, to do their day-to-day processes, they may be getting the support of information system. And when it comes to middle level, maybe to the day-to-day decision making, they will be getting the support of system. Then the top level, the top management, yes, in order to take the strategic decisions or in order to set these goals, they will be getting the support of information system. So why they are using it, how they are using it, or what kind of a system they are using could be different to this different level, but the systems are for everyone, or maybe the entire organization will be using these systems. So let's say some examples how these different level of employees in an organization using the system. So yes, if we talk about the operational level, the lowest level, in order to run their day-to-day businesses, to do their day-to-day processes. So yeah, maybe simply if we consider recording the customer purchase. So in these supermarkets, what is the system we have? Near that checkout point, near the cashier. How do we call that system? POS, yes, point of sale system. So yes, simply the operational level employees. But yeah, they are using a system. So maybe to record the customer purchase. So could be, or maybe the inventory. So in our warehouse, in order to manage the inventory, so how much came in, how much went out, when is the reorder level. So in order to just track our inventory, if they are using a system. So again, maybe the operational level employees using it. Or even maybe from the HR side, in order to maybe to come up with the payment related, so the payroll management system. So that also the day-to-day operations in order to do, we may be using them, or even this procurement related systems, we can consider, so where we will be placing the orders, so those ones. So in order to do our day-to-day operations, if you are getting the support of a system, yeah, they may be in this operational level we can consider. Then when it comes to the second level or the middle level, so they will be taking some decisions. So where based on the data or the information they are getting from the operational level. So in the operational level, yes, they may be given the needful data. So using them, the middle level employees may be taking the decision. So yeah, if the operational level has recorded all the customer purchase. So now what could happen in the middle level employees, they may be at the end of the day or maybe at the end of the month, they may be analyzing the sales trend. Okay, what is our performance, whether we have went up, down, they will be able to do so. Or maybe when it comes to the customers again, maybe to identify the VIP customers and accordingly to give them the needful offers or maybe the special services. So now, from the information they are getting from the operational level, they will be using to analyze them a little more and to take the decision. Or maybe even when it comes to employees, so with these KPIs, key performance indicators, or to analyze the performance, the sales of the employees, whether they may be taking the decision to give the bonus or how much the increment, so it could be. So yes, to to do these small decisions. So maybe kind of the middle level decisions, the middle level employees also using the system. And even the top management will be using system. So top management, what they will be doing, they will be getting input from the operational level and from the middle level. So the overall input will be used by the top level managers with the support of systems to take the top level decision. So there's strategic level decision. So yeah, maybe they may be finding throughout the year what was our sales performance, what is our trend. So they know, okay, all these here we are going to slow down. So what should be the new strategies we have to use, or what should be our plan for the upcoming year where we will be able to improve, or maybe whether we are going with a new product, or whether how we are going to launch that, or maybe who will be our market segment, the segment. So those things now they will be deciding. So top level goal setting or taking the strategic level decisions, they may be getting the support of the system. So yes, it could be for various needs they are using, but the top, middle, and even the lowest level, all the employees, or maybe in an organization, these systems could be used by everyone. So that will be the role of information system in organizations or in businesses. It's not only for one segment or not only for one part, but it is to the entire organization. So yes, this is the trend, or maybe kind of the history where these information systems started and now where we have them. So yes, before information system, computers. Any idea when was computers were invented? Around which year? 30s means what? Too early. So after 30s. Any other guesses? What's your favorite number? After 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90? 50. This is your favorite number, or is it yes? Okay, that's so correct. We can say around 1950, so 1943, yeah, even 1943 or 45 like it came. So commonly we can say 1950. So this very first, that's so you know, right, the earlier computer is like a room-sized computer, very big. And those very first computers were invented in that 1943, 44. Then just maybe for a kind of a general purpose where these organizations kind of started to use them around in 1950. So yes, with the computers, the information systems also came. So maybe not the systems which we have like today, but the basic level of system. So just we say in 1950s, 60s, the data processing systems came. So that means actually not a system actually, but where we are able to store and keep the data. And whenever needed, we can get them, and we can do the process, and we can use them. So maybe not a fully automated system, maybe not an information system, but still using computers, we have got the ability, we were able to store and keep the data, retrieve them, and do the processing and to generate the information. So yes, in the 1950s, 60s. Then around in 60s, 70s, MIS, the management information systems were introduced. So this management information system, so now yes, the fully fledged information systems where we can get the data, we can do the process, and we can generate the information. So this information may be as a display, or maybe as a graph, or maybe as a report, as a table, the information will be getting generated as a report. But here there were some limitations. We are able to only generate predefined reports only. So at the time of we are developing the system, maybe we have to define, okay, these are the reports we need. Then only those reports we can generate. So only the predefined reports, that means only predefined information we were able to generate. So that was with this management information system. Then from there, in 70s, 80s, we moved into DSS, Decision Support System. So these systems also, yes, the fully fed information system, data given, process happens, information is generated. But now the decision support systems are a little bit advanced. We call them interactive and they support us on ad hoc basis. So that means now the systems are talking or maybe we can interact with the system or the systems are dynamic. And on ad hoc basis, so that means instant need we are able to fulfill from the system. So early in the MIS we told only predefined reports we can generate. But now in the DSS, it's not like that. We are not going to define the reports, but we will be saving and keeping the data as different variables. And whenever needed, we can pick the needful variables and we can generate the needful information for us. So for example, if we assume you actually does. So if we are using an MIS, what we do? Yes, we put in the MIS when we are developing. We need a report. Oh, the students we have got more than 80% attendance. So what will happen? Only that report we can generate. So maybe registrars told, okay, we'll give an excuse. Even 60% our Katiera, we'll give an excuse for this, that. And if sir needs to generate a report, he could not. Because why? System will only generate a report with more than 80% attendance. But now, if you are using a DSS, so now the system which we use, we are not defining 80%. We have a variable or we have an option, the percentage. There we can do. If we do 80%, the system will generate a list with 80% attendance. If we change it to 60%, it will generate a report with 60%. So likewise, now the variables are there. According to our wish, we can get interactive or maybe according to our need, we can select the needful information, the data and generate the report. So that's why we say decision support systems are interactive. According to our need, we are able to generate the needful information. And then from these 80s, 90s, we moved into this strategic user support system. So until that, we have some general purpose systems on it. So very common systems. But then after, we moved into these specific systems. Okay, for accounting, a specific system, only having the features of that. Or maybe for HR, a specific system. Or maybe for the top level managers, a specific system. So likewise, a user system, so specialized system, we were coming up with or we were developing an organization started to use around the years 80s, 90s. Then after 90s, the organizations moved into these e-commerce systems, or maybe we can call it the web system. So what do you think? They waited until 90s to move into this web system. What happened in around these 90s? So around in these 1950s, computers invented. Computers came into place. Then around in these 90s, what happened? So exactly when it came? 93, we can say like the World Wide Web. Yes, so in the 93, exactly correct. 92, 93, we can say the World Wide Web came on to. Internet. It came little earlier in the World Wide Web. So internet was already invented, but which came to the public use, where we all were able to use. So we say around in 1983. So around in 1983, internet came to the public use. Then yes, around in 92, 93, the World Wide Web came. So with these inventions, now the organizations moved into web-based systems. So now yes, the systems are in the internet or web-based systems. So we know with that only this e-commerce and the businesses came into place. So now from anywhere, from any device, we are able to log into the system or use the system. So those things happen. So when we are talking about this internet, so internet we all know it's the public network where we all could access. So it's very public. Then there are a few other networks too, intranet and extranet. So have you heard about these two? Intranet. What is an intranet? So internet is going to be public. The intranet will be internal. So it's an internal network or a private network which may be available only within a limited space. So mostly in our organization, the network which we have is intranet. So we know maybe to Wi-Fi in the organization, only within the organization premises, so here even the SAT. So SAT Wi-Fi, only here we can get access to that. So once we go out or maybe a little bit far, we could not access it. So yes, intranets are internal or private networks which will be working only within a given limited area. Then extranet is there. Yes, what is extranet? So again, kind of a private network which will be working within a given limited area, but now not within only the given this office area or something. We can give access to some external parties too. So maybe for our partners, maybe for our suppliers, we can give access. Then they also will be able to access this network system. So intranet, no, we have to come inside the office building to get the access. But extranet, if we give the access to the third parties, external parties, they also will be able to access. And the other one we know, the internet, yes, it's public, anyone, so it's a public network, anyone from anywhere will be able to access. So yes, with these networks, the organizations now moved into these different web systems. So maybe intranet systems there, extranet systems there, or even they were using these web-based systems. So from anywhere, anytime, they were able to get access. So this is how the history, or maybe just starting from storing the data. Now we have this system where we can access from anywhere, anytime. And just now we know with this, we may have heard about these cloud-based systems, or the systems now we have with these artificial intelligence, machine learning, and just advanced systems today we are using. But systems are not new. From 1950s, we have started to use, but yeah, today, advanced systems we keep using. So these systems, according to their function, or maybe according to why we are using them, we can put them into two. So if the systems are supporting to our day-to-day operations, or maybe if they are supporting to the operations processors, we call them operation support systems. So these systems, here's what they will be able to do. Maybe our business transactions in an efficient way, in an accurate way, we will be able to do. Or the industrial processor. So kind of this manufacturing related processors even. In order to monitor them, to control them, we will be able to use this system. For the communication, the collaboration between the organization, we will be able to enhance them. And even to maintain our databases of the organization, we can use this. So yeah, these systems helping us to supporting us on our operations to do our processes, we are getting the support from these systems. Then the other type of the system, they support to the managerial decision making. So to take the decisions to the management level, they will be supporting us. So mainly they will be providing the needful information for us. Could be a display or a report. So using that, the managers will be able to take efficient decisions in an easiest way. So that could be. So if the systems are supporting to our operations, we are calling them operation support systems. If the system supports us on decision making, then we are calling them as management support systems. So let's see some examples. Chatura, can you tell me an example for operation support system? Inventory handling system, yes, correct. Can you tell me an example? That's why you change it. Yummy. Yes, familiar warehouse management system. Yes, baby. Just asset management. So eventually warehouse asset management. Yes, definitely. So yeah, so sometimes the answers are, we don't need to think a lot. The answers are just in front of our eyes. දැන් මොකද කරන්නේ? ඒව බලන්නේ නැහැ. අපි අමාරු වෙලා හිතනවා. නේද පුතා? Can you find any answers in front of your eyes? Okay, yeah, ERP systems are they only for operation. In that case, when you say ERP, enterprise or planning system, yes, support to the operations with that commonly too. LMS also, okay, we can say learning management system as an operation with the MSTs. Yes, so in order to conduct our day-to-day operations, so to communication, yes. Accounting system, yes, again we can say. I want you to drink water. Okay, come on, then water, Leela. You can go again. Your discussion. Done. Okay. Right. So yes, as I said, sometimes the answers for our questions are just in front of us. අපි තමයි එහෙම බලන්නේ නැහැනේ. ලොකුවට හිතලා ලොකුවට අපි හිතනවා. If I just ask the answers from here, but good, you all thought and you all came with different answers. So good, very good. But yeah, just like the small days update, පිංචි කාලේ දුන්නේ pitch එකක් දීලා ඒක බලාගෙන වචන ලියන්න කියලා. There is a coconut tree, there is a house. Jaisha, have you written like that? පොඩි කාලේ. එච්චර පොඩි කාලේ? අපි දැන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ. එච්චර පොඩි කාලේ වගේ තමයි ඉන්නේ. It's very advanced. Yeah, so මේ පොඩි කාලේ වැඩක් තමයි මම ආයෙත් ඇව්වේ. දේශාන්ගේ පොඩි කාලේ කරපු වගේ තමයි. See the diagram and tell me. But you guys are දැන් ඉතින් ලොකුයිනේ. ආයා කීම දැන් නෙමෙයි දැන් ලොකුයි. So ඔයගලන් එහෙම නෙමෙයි. හිතලම කියනවා. Very good. So good. Yeah. So just few examples from the given diagram. So what you want told also correct, no any wrong. Operation support could be a transaction processing system, or could be a process control system, or maybe an enterprise collaboration system, could be. And when it comes to management support, maybe some examples, the MIS, the DSS, and the EIS could be. And in both, you may be finding there is a common one. What is that? What is the common to the both puta? It's the common which has in the both. Yes? Yeah, so specialized processing system, you can see we have it in the both sides. So that comes under the operations and the management support too. And for specialized processing systems, we have 4 more examples: expert systems, knowledge management systems, strategic information systems, and the functional business systems. So why they are in the both sides? So yes, we get the idea. They support us on the operations and they support us on managerial decision making also. So some systems they are only supporting to the operations, some systems they are only supporting to the decision making, and some systems they are which will be supporting for both operations and to the management also. Right. We'll quickly see the examples what they are. So operation support system, a transaction processing system, so maybe a FOX, the POS. So yes, in order to maintain or to record our business transactions or customer data, we may be able to use it. So the sales processing system, inventory system, the accounting system, so which you all told exactly, yes, correct, kind of that, supporting us to do our day-to-day operations. Or maybe process control system. So when it comes to these physical processes or industrial processes, some manufacturing, there are two, we can get the support from the system. So maybe using this sensor, maybe we can check with the temperature, or maybe we are working with chemicals, whether we are mixing the correct amount of the chemicals or don't think we are able to do so. So yeah, for the monitoring processes of this industrial or physical processes too, we may be using this process control system. So maybe alarms, the sensors, notifications we may be getting, through that we may be able to work on with. Yes, when it comes to the collaboration system, yes, mainly in order to enhance the work group collaboration, the communication between. So yeah, the very simple or the very basic from email we can consider. So even email kind of a small system, or maybe having few features of a system which helping us to communicate. Or maybe it could be the after that we went into this Skype kind of thing, or now we are very much familiar with this Teams, Zoom. So yeah, in order to do our communication or to collaborate with each other, we are using. So these systems we are using to conduct our operation. So to do our day-to-day business process operations, we are using this system. Then here, the other one, management support system. So where we are able to generate some information and through that take the decisions depending on that. So management information system, we already talked about that. Did we? About management information system, MIS, have we talked about decision support system? Have we? Did we? MIS and DSS ගැන අපි කතා කරාද? Do we have those two words here? Yeah, so here we have the, we told in 60s, 70s, we came with the management information system. And in 70s, 80s, we came with the decision support system. So yes, management information systems, what they are doing is helping us to generate the information as a report or a display, but we know here only limited, only predefined reports we are able to generate. Then yes, in the decision support systems, again, we will be generating the information, but now those are interactive and they support us on ad hoc basis. So that is going to be the decision support system. So maybe for a what-if analysis. So yes, we have been given a marketing budget, so promotion. So where we have to invest them. So maybe we are looking for the direct marketing, digital marketing, social media, or maybe the papers, newspapers. So likewise, to get the optimal solution. So we may be able to put the needful variables and find out which will be the optimal solution for us. So interactive. We give the needful data and accordingly we try to process and get some information to the decision support systems. And the top management, or maybe they may be using the system in order to get this critical information, or maybe this kind of the external information to process and work on with. So maybe related to the market research or even about the competitors. Yes, they may be also using the system. So these support us on decision making. So that's why we are referring them as management support system. So yes, we have operation support systems, management support systems, and there are some common systems which will be supporting us on operations and the same time is the decision making too. So yes, expert system. So some systems, they are expert in one process or maybe in one area. And in that area, both the operations and decision making we can take. So maybe, so anyone working in a bank? In this class? No one? Where are you all working? Working. Okay. So they know bankers. Or accountants in the bankers නැද්ද? Okay, so maybe let's assume we are, okay, no one working in a bank, but we are going for a bank to get a loan. What they will do? They will just give, okay, 10 million. Are they going to give us? What they will be doing first? It's good that you have not got any loans. I think that is really good. Maintain that. So one take loan, then pay back. So don't fall into this trap. If you could not get, that is really good. But we have leave. So yeah, I was haven't taken any loan. But yeah, process the capital. So yes, maybe we are going for a bank to give the loan, or even the credit cards. Before providing, what they do, they check us background. Yeah. So using a system. What system? Credit. Yes, we all know about that. So yeah, it could be for even the credit cards or these loans or anywhere they are checking. So all our transactions or these loans related, not only the loans we have got, in case if we have signed for someone else, the guarantees are blacklist where. So yes, so now credit is kind of an expert system. So it's only for these related processes. So the bankers or maybe these financial institutes, they may be checking on that. So to do their operations also, they may be getting information. And depending on that, they are taking the decision also. So yes, we can consider credit maybe as an expert system. So it doesn't have so many other features, but related to this, they have all the credit related information there. So could be. Then the knowledge management system. So yes, even a LMS. So LMS may not be 100%, we can't put it as a knowledge management system. But why we maintain the LMS? We come here, we learn everything, then we go home, then we forget. Yeah. And once the 10 lectures finishes, then only what comes? Exam comes. එතකොට අපි හොයනවා. Udani, do you have the notes? Kalashini, Gadini, do you have the notes? Do you maintain notes? Yes. Okay, then we can ask from Chandra too. Do you have the notes? Navi, are you maintaining notes?
Yes.
So we will be finding the direction from the nanny. So with Udani, you have Navi, you have like is asking from everyone. I think I get it. Yes. So we are searching, but now what we have done that we are very easier for you all. Don't bother Jayshan. You don't need to go and ask from others what you can do.
Get a copy of
So, okay, maybe additional notes we can say. So yes, what we have done, made it easy. All your can't say knowledge, but all your needful information is there in the LMS. So we have put it there nicely. Week 1, this is what we did. Week 2, this is what we did. So even your assignments, I think now you all are submitting to LMS, right? No any hard copies taken by anyone? Yeah. So even assignments, and I cannot take as submit kare. So now if you need, you can even go to LMS and check again what you have submitted and record it. So yes, we are managing in a proper way. Same way, even in the organization, business knowledge is there. So maybe the guides, the manuals, so the do's and the don'ts are there. So what they may be doing, They will be organizing them in a proper way using a system, and that could be accessible, or that information could be disseminated, will be shared with all the employees. So whenever, wherever needed, they may be able to access them, and just they will be able to use them. So that also we can consider as, so we can't say it's for operation, or we can't say it's supporting in the decision making. So for the both, in order to do our processes, we are getting the support from the knowledge management system. And there could be the strategic information system. So these systems may be providing us a strategic advantage, or maybe an additional advantage. So even without this feature, we can have the system. But if we have this strategic information system, or maybe a strategic feature, that will be an additional thing. So maybe for simply a shipment tracking. So when we are placing an order, yes, we know the order will come. But if they are giving us the feature through the system to track our order, not to me Uber Eats, pick me food, so yes, when did you last order in a Uber Eats? Desha. You only eat home food. No, not Uber Eats, pick me food. Okay, so when did you order last?
The last of
So these days pizza Hut local offers yet, not local offers done that. But always they say buy two get one free. So, yes, Naveen.
Buy one get one.
Buy one get one. Okay. So did you? Yes. Okay. So yeah, shipment tracking. So maybe simply even in the Uber, or even in the Tuk, or maybe we are just putting even a vehicle, taxi. So whatever. They are showing us, okay, the driver has accepted, the driver is coming here, coming there. Uber Eats came up. I can't remember the pick me food, but Uber Eats, they nicely show they are making a pot spam, same area they are making. Then the person has picked your food and he's coming here. I thought I will phone call Srilanka. After the Aragini, it again in the Pulva. No need to get delayed. Food is right now in our hands. So yeah. Without this also, the system is there. But this is something additional, a kind of additional value to the customer. So that also could be. Or even this e-commerce system. So the one is the traditional way, you have to go to the shop and purchase, do the purchasing. But now with the e-systems, so the web e-commerce systems, yes, even from our home, laying in our bed, we can do the purchasing. So those are kind of additional things to the customer. So we are referring them as strategic information systems. And there could be some functional business systems. So these systems are for a business area. So maybe for the accounting division. So to the accounting division, a specialized system. So all the operations and the decision making we can do there. Or maybe to the HR division. So in the HR division, all the operations and the decisions also we can do it, or we can make it there. So these also will be some functional business systems. So these are common. They will be supporting us in the operations and in managerial decision making also. So depending on the function of the system, or why we are using them, some systems we are calling them operational support systems. Some systems we are calling as management support systems. And there are some common or maybe specialized systems also, which will be supporting us on both. Right. So until now, we have talked about what these systems are, how we are working with, what are the different kind of systems, what is the need, use of the systems. Then with that, we will be moving about talking about the success of systems. Happy enough. Next class. Never again. So we how 2 minutes තියෙනින් ඔයාලා මේ කියන්නේ. 4 minutes නම් පේනවා. Bags ටිකක් break නැගිටලා කියලා. 2 minutes තියෙනින්ද you guys are sitting. So good. Right, so we'll then continue. So sorry. Yeah, make sure you all sign. Yes, so with these, we'll then wind up for today. And we'll discuss the rest in our next class. So have a good week, everyone. We'll meet in our next class.